Alright, welcome back to another Embrace Destiny video, everyone. Today we are doing something new to me, but old to you. We are trying out the Fireborn perk for the Warlock, specifically for the Sunsinger. So, basically, the Fireborn perk allows you to activate the super from beyond the grave, returning you to life, but at the cost of a shorter Radiance duration. So, Radiance is the super for the Sunsinger, the Solar Warlock class. Basically, it makes your melee and grenades stronger and recharge faster. So, all in all, I've been pretty happy with the Sunsinger and with the Warlock in general. But I will have to admit that the Sunsinger's Radiance is probably the weakest super of the three, unless you're counting the maybe not the weakest, but it's probably the hardest to do well with. So we're actually heading to Mayhem Clash today. All of our abilities will be recharged faster, and we're going to give it a shot. So what do I mean by the Radiant Super is actually the hardest to use? Well, think about it this way. You have the Voidwalker, who throws a giant purple bomb, pretty much obliterating everyone within a blast radius. And you have the Stormcaller, where you turn into Emperor Palpatine and you just ride through the map, killing everything. I mean, go into a rift match, have somebody else pick up the spark, and you just clear the field like a linebacker or like a plow, pushing your way all the way to the end. It's pretty, it's pretty easy to get multi-kills with that. With Radiance, I mean, unless you're sticking dudes with your fusion grenades, or dudettes, whatever you want to call them, or if you're like me, you're slapping people in the face with your melee, it's actually quite hard to use the Radiance to great effect, which is why the Fireborn perk is probably the most sought after and used. I see it in the Crucible all the time, Warlocks coming back from the dead. So yeah, as if the Warlock wasn't powerful enough, now you have an ability to come back from the dead. So yeah, I'm running here with a couple of cool weapons I picked up recently. The Burning Eye Scout Rifle, it's a Trials of Osiris rifle, and the Fusion, or the Wizard 77 Fusion Rifle right here, as you can see. I quite like it. Recharge rate is nice, and it's pretty accurate. The recoil is also vertical, which is great. Some Fusion Rifles I use, their recoil is a bit diagonal, so as you can see here, my super is charged, but counterintuitive to other classes, you actually want to wait, obviously. Since you can bring yourself back from the dead, there's less of a point of using it while you're still living. Obvious point is obvious. But I've been enjoying it. I mean, I've always liked ever since I first started using the Warlock and the Fireborn, the Warlock and the Sunsinger subclass, I've always liked Radiance. So here it is. Back from the dead. This guy didn't think I was there. Yeah, this is a bit of an issue I ran into here in Mayhem, is that since everybody's abilities charge faster, I find myself reviving and then immediately getting killed by a Fist of Havoc or sniper shot. Obvious snipe lane is obvious. It's something I'm trying to work on here in Destiny. I don't snipe, so I often kind of forget about the sniping lanes and such, and I gotta really get used to moving and not being such an obvious target. But yeah, I like the Radiance because it turns me into a melee god. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous that you can play as a Titan, running around trying to punch people, but it takes 2 or 3 hits to knock anybody out, no matter what. Unless you're using like the Sunbreaker, like Solar Charge, you still need. Nope, just gotta hide down here. No worries, I'm not here. It's fine. Nope, I am here. Back from the dead, and Fist of Panic, as we call it. Yay! Anyway, yeah, so as a Titan, I run around, my melee range is short, and I can't kill anybody with it in the Crucible. And it's so weird to go from like any of the strikes or any of the heroic missions, and you're killing everything with punches. Pretty much 95% of the enemy you can kill by punching them. Then you come in the Crucible and you can't kill anyone. It's kind of a weird disconnect. But if you run as a Sunsinger Warlock, I mean, oh, off the edge. Oh hey, I've jumped off the edge, but I was rewarded for my stupidity by reviving back in the center of the map. So good. Bungie is totally fair. Yeah, so I can pop the Radiance and then just run around. My melee gets recharged every time I hit somebody. I get a shield, so just multi-kill after multi-kill. I like using the solar grenades too. They last a long time. They're really annoying for the enemy team. They're not as oh, hold on. Why am I stuck? Okay, there we go. They're not as kind of rage-inducing to other people as sticky grenades. I mentioned in an earlier video that sticky fusion grenades are probably one of the most infuriating things in the meta right now. They are fairly, I wouldn't say simple, but there are ways to avoid them. Ooh, nice. Back from the dead. What happened there? Bit of a lag issue. And yep, just because you're immortal doesn't mean you're immortal, I guess. What did Saladin say? Immortality does not, or survival does not equal immortality, or something like that. Yeah. So one interesting thing I noticed is that when you do come back from the dead, your heads-up display is temporarily gone. It's disabled, which I guess is a pretty good balance. I mean, recently, and by recently I mean at least a month or two ago, they made it so that the blink, the teleport ability, you lose your heads-up display, and a lot of people complain that basically with that, blink is unusable in the Crucible because it replaces your double jump. So anytime you try to double jump and you teleport, you now can't see the enemy for quite a while. It makes sense here for Radiance, though. I mean, if you're able to come back from the dead and instantly have map awareness of where everyone was, I guess that would be a little unfair. I don't know. Anybody who's been playing this game for a long time, playing a Warlock forever, has that always been there, or is that new? Do you always lose your heads-up display on Rebirth? Like I said, I've been playing Destiny for a while, but I've only been playing this Warlock for like maybe the last month or two. So these things I don't know. But yeah, it's encouraging me to be highly mobile. I mean, the just like the Stormcaller, the super is roaming. Oh, nice! Get in there. Sometimes I get a little bit. They're all right there. Sometimes I get a little bit blindsided and I just run as fast as I can. But yeah, looks like we won. So yeah, that was my quick video here. Like I said, I've been really enjoying it, and I look forward to playing more. I'm sure that it's going to come in handy in some clutch moments in the Crucible, except when someone's waiting for me to do just that and snipe me. That's the one obvious downside I've seen, is you bring yourself back from the dead and someone just blows your head off in the middle of your respawn animation. So yeah, anyway, that's my video for today. I hope you like what you've seen. I know that the Fireborn perk is not exactly new, and in fact it's something that they're going to be getting rid of in Destiny 2. If you've been following any of the news, they've been showing off a lot of the Solar Warlock, the Dawn Blade, but I guess the ability to leap into the air and emit fire, throw fiery swords at everything, and is pretty great too. So what do you think? Do you like the Sunsinger? Do you not? What do you use with it? Are you excited for Destiny 2? Feel free to drop any comments below. I really look forward to hearing you and to working on my channel. And yeah, look forward to more videos later. I'm probably going to be streaming over on Twitch maybe later this week or next week. And looking forward to that beta, Destiny 2 beta coming out soon. And we got 20 seconds left. I totally miscalculated how long the exit would take. So yeah, enjoy that. You're probably already clicking over to the next video. Feel free to like, subscribe, or tell me you hate me. Either one. I enjoy the feedback. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.